Good morning, everybody. Here we are on Monday morning with a surprise, which is that Debashree is giving away to one of you on the call today a personal portrait of yourself as your divine cosmic being that you are, which is so beautiful. And this is also gives us an opportunity to share with you what we're doing as we step into the fall equinox and into the cosmic mirror and then into the galactic womb and then into the birthing process for the winter solstice at the end of the year. So we are what we would call entering into the third trimester of our process that we've all started as a community this year in the spring equinox. So I have Debashree here with me today, and we want to just share with you a couple things. I know a lot of people that are on this call are registered or either members and need to know what the supplies are for the Cosmic Mirror class, or have registered for it and want to know what we're doing and what the supplies are, or did the Sacred Art Workshop with us and loved it, and maybe are more curious what's coming up. So we were going to share. And so, Debashree, good morning. Are you here?
Good morning. I'm here.
Good morning. All right. So for those of you who don't know Debashree, she is the artist of the Master Ascension Light Code Oracle deck. I work with her very closely on the light codes. And she will be sharing with you so much during the Cosmic Mirror class, and I will be right there with her, and I'll be channeling on the Monday. So what's going to happen is Monday, the 22nd, and 1 week from today is the fall equinox. It happens to also be the day after a solar eclipse, and it also happens to fall on a new moon. So the energy is extremely potent. It's also 22, which is a mirror, which also is equal parts within the equinox. So it's a very potent frequency. And on Monday at 11:11 a.m., I will be channeling divine cosmic mother frequencies to bring in these energies that are going to be supporting us and activating and moving from 23 to 24 chromosomes to prepare for the birthing of the galactic baby. So that will be happening on Monday, and it's part of the class. If you're not in the class and you want to just tune into the activation, of course you can do that. And then we'll start class with the cosmic mirrors on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then following up for two more full weeks. So once we move through the activation on Monday and we receive all of these codes and all this information and energy, what it's inviting us to do is to fully step into our complete and absolute authenticity. um, Kind of in our rawness, and there is nothing that brings you into that space than the mirror. And the mirror is incredibly powerful. I know some of us shy away from it, but we're going to be working with it in many different aspects. And so I'm going to share that with you now. Debashree is going to go over a short PowerPoint. So for those of you that have the Master Ascension Light Code Oracle deck, this is a blown up version of the self-love card, looking into the mirrors. And this is the date of the workshop. It'll be the 23rd to October 9th. So Debashree, do you want to share about this?
I think it's also interesting that we are working with the phases of the moon because we're bringing in all these divine feminine energies and hopefully then activating with the waters within us, right? And receive these incredible activations for all the feminine light codes for the rest of the year. So we start really with the new moon, and then we take on the waxing phases, which are the creational phases of the moon. And then we end the workshop with a full moon.
Mhm.
So
That's so cool.
that's
I
just
just love how it
absolutely
all
perfect.
lines up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention the partial solar eclipse and the equinox.
And this is the overview for people who are new to the light code journey. I think it's important to understand that everything we've been doing so far is kind of building up a story. And we started with the spring equinox of this year with the incredibly large event of the ending of the Kali Yuga. And that was when Raphael mentioned the birthing of the galactic baby, right? And that we're entering this period of 9 months of gestation. And we end that journey at the winter solstice. And we are so taking that on, we're kind of using the mirror workshop to plug that into the entire journey. We with the galactic white horse a couple of months ago, we opened up ourselves into the galactic mirror hologram, and which is where all these mirrors opened up to us, and the creation of reality and all this information that we received from our galactic, you know, families. And then we also, with the violet flame, we went into the inner earth and the inner earth temples and the mirrors of the Amenti sphere, like the creational energies. And so we're using now the mirror, which is the equinox, which is when we start the mirror workshop, the equipoint, right, between the mirrors, to open the 0 point in our heart with all the kind of mirror work that we'll do in self-reflection to be able to birth this new consciousness. So that's the position of where we are and why we're working with mirrors. And because it's this gestational energy, we also had the mother goddesses actually appearing while we were preparing for this workshop.
Mm.
And they wanted to show up in this process, right? And so, oh gosh, Kelly, I think this is the wrong PDF.
All right, we'll take
Sorry.
a minute, maybe pull
I'm
up.
just taking a minute to open up the new one. Sorry about this.
It's okay. Here, close this so I can talk for a minute. So we started working with the mirrors, and for those of you who are taking the class, we're going to need like a full-length mirror and a smaller mirror, and it's brave, to really spend a lot of time, like light a candle and be raw and naked at times and really just look in the mirror, and move into the judgments that are coming up. And there's so much that the mirror does, and that it opens up spaces to see like your auric field. It opens up connecting to the galactic realms, to the elemental realms, to the goddesses. And as we were doing it, you know, there's also some like superstitions around the mirror, right? So it's so important that we created a protection and beauty and consecrated it and made it really special. And as we were doing that process, the Divine Mother showed up as Mother Mary, came through, and she showed up for me yesterday. I was laying out on my deck and I'm on my phone kind of scrolling and looking at something, and I've had this beautiful statue of her outside for many, many years. And the way that the reflection of my phone, like a mirror, reflected her in this light that was spectacular. We're going to show it to you in a minute, where she was just like, hi.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should just share so you can.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, you have that image. And then here for Debashree, she was working with the self-love card, and this is a picture of also of Mother Mary. And can you guys see here on the left in this image that it created a light on her face that just appeared? It was pretty mind-blowing. Do you want to share about this, Debashree?
Yeah, so I was working on, just trying to figure out the mirror workshop, and we had many conversations about the processes and all of that. But there was something amiss, and I think that night I was just, I had this up on my altar, and I saw that this mirror-like reflection just showed up in the dark. I have no idea how that happened, but it showed up on the self-love oracle deck. So how I read it was that I think the cosmic mothers wanted to show up in the mirror, right, for us and as us. And so that was the kind of turning point for then, you know, re-scripting the work for this workshop a little bit.
And then you and
And
I were on a call together and you were working with the cards, and then that same light in a different format during the day with different objects appeared as well, right on her face, remember?
yeah, and also when we were continuing to build on this process of the mirror alchemy, I also realized that there was just this pyramid in front of her, which started to show these almost temple-like portals opening up inside of it. I know it's a lot and you can't really see it, but then I was told that yes, you know, you can also build temples in the mirror for the cosmic goddesses and for these energies that are coming to work. And so this is just to show that the kind of processes that we are going to be working on were actually received as little, you know, reminders for yeah how we should go about this process.
Not to mention to the left is this, you guys see this Eskimo-like angel
Mm.
stone statue. I gave that to Debashree as a gift when we were in England together in Glastonbury when we were working on the twin flame light code. And for those of you who are in that light code, you remember the magical story where the angel actually turned by herself. I know it sounds absolutely completely impossible and insane, but it 100% happened. And then it happened again at her house. So maybe this magical angel had something to do with the Divine Mother
Mm.
showing up in the mirror. So these are really special frequencies. And both the Mother Mary and Archangel Raphael are kind of like twin flames. They mirror one another. All right, so let's.
And yeah, and that's when we realized that the self-love light code oracle card artwork has this big mirror in it, and that's why it's in the slides here.
So we're going to really be working with that beautiful cosmic mother energy. Um,
Hmm.
You want to share this and
So this is we were trying to clarify what it is that the mirrors are wanting to share with us today, and through this workshop and through this artistic process. And we realized that the mirror actually reflects infinity. And that's a very important thing for us because we are always working with the infinity codes, and we have the mother source infinity grid. And so we realized that what the mirrors are trying to say to us by way of the cosmic mothers, so the divine feminine energies, which were once, you know, using mirrors to kind of expand our reality from source, right? And fragmented reality initially in a very good way to kind of create this expansion of reality. And now it seems that with the shifting of the yugas and the changing from the Kali Yuga to the Golden Age, it's the in-breath, and we're bringing all that information back again to source to kind of reintegrate and complete once again all aspects of us. And so when we come to understanding this, we realize that, oh, we're on the precipice this year of the human genome actually translating from 23 chromosomes to 24 chromosomes. And the infinity, the eight, when reiterated 3 times over, which is the 3 weeks in our workshop, which is also something that it's a kind of code that we worked with before for the Lion's Gate and then for the choice point, and that brings you to the energy of the 24. So we had these 24 cosmic, creational, elemental, this combination of the mother energies that take many forms, not just the creational, but you have the angelic, you have the cosmic, you have the galactic, you have the elemental. So we've created this array for this workshop of 24 divine feminine keys, which are the keys that we will kind of unlock in the mirror with the work that we do in the mirror to be able to unlock this potency of the 24 chromosomes and bring in
let's
the activation of the galactic baby.
Let's see those 24, those beautiful.
So this is, yes. So here we have an image just for all of us to connect to the Hall of Mirrors. The idea of these 24 mirrors reflecting these divine cosmic energies in order to activate the 24-stranded DNA in this galactic baby that we're birthing. So here, yeah, it looks like a complex drawing, but it's kind of a synthesis of the entire workshop. And what you see in the center is this hologram of the 24 stranded DNA or the 24 chromosomes of the new human. And that is what we're referring to as the Hall of the Mirrors.
Mm.
And so you have these 24 goddesses in sets of 8, right? So you have the 8 creational mothers, you have the 8 elemental mothers, and then you have the 8 cosmic mothers. And so these are the energies chiefly that we would like to connect to in these 3 weeks. So we'll go through a creational week, you'll go through an elemental week, and then you'll go through a cosmic week, which ends in the celebration with the cosmic mirrors and the Hall of Mirrors. And we start with the creational mothers. Also, some of these energies are energies that we haven't really connected with because we don't have enough information on them. So I find this very interesting. As we gaze into the mirror or as we undergo the process of building these temples or setting up our mirror altars, we will be able to connect to these energies like the Venuses, these beautiful Venus goddesses that we've seen, but we don't really know, or the Sleeping Lady of Malta. What are their messages and activations? And I think that's very interesting to be able to bring all these energies, and they could show up as other energies, creational energies of your choice for you. But these are the 24 that we have identified. Kelly,
So
do you
you
want
will,
to? Yeah.
yeah, so everybody will be kind of tuning in, and you'll feel into these beautiful elemental, deeply divine feminine energies within the mirror that will start to show up for you, and you'll begin to embody them. And as all of us embody all 24 of them, or we might tune in, like you might feel really connected, let's say, to Hathor or to Isis or to Ocean, or maybe one that you've never heard about before, like the Sleeping Lady of Malta will really call to you, or you'll see her energy when you're looking in the mirror. Like when I was looking naked in the mirror, of course, all kinds of stuff comes up, right? And it's a really deeply beautiful process as you light some candles and you connect, and then the energies show up. And for me, some of it is this more full body, voluptuous energy, but that is also a very powerful goddess frequency that has been deeply denied within the divine feminine, where we think our bodies or the way we look has to be a specific way. And so we're reintegrating and inviting all of these 24 cosmic mother vibrations, these beautiful goddesses, to reawaken inside of us, which is turning on aspects within ourselves, unifying it so that we can hold the cosmic mother vibration, the energetic space, so that as we move into this final trimester at the larger picture and we move into the next light code, which is the cosmic holy womb energy, we're embodying that. So we're literally like giving birth to avatars of higher consciousness through our vessel by opening up spaces of deep memories within. And so the artistic process of making self-portraits and altars and going out in nature and playing and connecting with these vibrations and spending time in the mirror and tapping into our authentic self and all of this will start to support us in the embodiment of the fullness of who we are. So as you go through this, like let's say the first 8 creational mothers, you might resonate with one of them as you start to tune into them and feel like, oh, this is the one I want to work with. And then when we move here, you're like, oh, I really want to work with Bridget or Mother Gaia, or Ocean or Ellen of the ray, right? You tune into these. And then when we get up into the cosmic, our galactic star mothers will come in. The angels will come in. Mary Magdalene, the Divine Mother, Hathor, Isis. These are the ones that we normally connect to, right? We're familiar with. But we're wanting to bring in these aspects that are we're not so attuned to and integrate them and embody them in the fullness of our divine feminine, because it's the divine feminine energy that's going to carry us through the end of the year, which is very, holding a container for the mystery, for compassion, for unity, for love. And as there's so much divisiveness happening on the planet, so much polarization, all of our energy as a community is going to be focused on unity and unifying all these different parts within the mirror of ourself into the whole. And I just want to mention with you guys, I just had an interview with Amelia Orbitz the other, or I always say his name wrong, yesterday, and we were talking, and I'm going to do a program with him in December with the Christ consciousness vibration, as he'll bring in more of the masculine energy and these energies that we're going to be embodying in our community with the divine feminine as they come together at the beautiful winter solstice, is helping us to usher in this first wave of this really beautiful energy onto the planet that we desperately, desperately need. All right, so, and what's next? I just wanted to give you that overview too.
I think this is, we should just now go into sharing perhaps the kind of activities that we're going to undertake, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so we're referring to this as the mirror alchemy process, which is a deeply feminine energy and process. And it involves, of course, setting up what we're calling a mirror altar. So you choose a mirror of your, that resonates with you energetically, whether it's a table mirror or a full mirror. And you set up an altar around it. And then we're going to consecrate this mirror with the energies of the cosmic mothers that we have already attuned to in the Master Ascension Light Code Oracle card deck. So we can use those cards, or we can have printouts of those images and then just place them on the mirror and activate your mirror. And then we'll build what is called a mirror temple. And we will also work with the 7 Essene mirrors, which of course is a very archaic Judaic text, which is deeply, deeply philosophical, and it's very introspective. So we'll spend some time mirror journaling about what it is that comes up for you for all of that. And then we come into this creational sequence of the self-love portraits, and we start to draw aspects and enhancements to our energy bodies in our mirrors. We can also make collages or artworks that depict these self-portraits of ourselves embodying these cosmic mothers. And then we go into, should I just go over the images instead?
Yeah, then I think, let's just show what they're gonna get and we'll do the
Yeah.
drawing. I think people have an
So this
idea.
is so this is an image of the mirror altars. This is the kind of space you can set up. We'll also be talking about making smaller travel mirror altars and pocket altars and all of that fun stuff. And then we'll help you guys craft these. And then this is a mirror journal. So we'll create a mirror journal, which actually has a mirror on it. So every time you journal, it's kind of like a remembrance of the reflections within this workshop. And then these are examples of what a cosmic mirror portrait might look like. And it's also the giveaway for today. So I think it's about tuning into the energies that you're working with. We have these 24 activations and energies of the chromosomes and the galactic mothers. And then you fuse that energy with your own. So you use, like, this is Kelly, and she, and
I'm
she
holding the
is
spiral.
she's doing what she does in 3D, but in this beautiful image. you can see that she is actually carrying and bringing forth this galactic baby, and she's channeling this white spiral, connecting to Raphael's energy. And she's got the galactic eggs and the chalice with the water, and she's in the water because I think that's her element. So the portraits are going to really bring alive this 5D version of us, and we can make several of these portraits going into the workshop. And this is this is odd for me to talk about it, but I see that my element is more fire. And so I see these flames in my chakras. And so that is something that we can work with, identifying the chakras. So here you see the womb grid and the blue lotus opening in the womb grid, connecting to the flames that we receive, the eternal flames of the inner temples. And yeah, so there's a lot of
And it's
lower
hard to
stuff that
step.
comes up.
Yeah,
Huh?
when we're doing these processes, a lot comes up, like feeling worthy and what shows up. And so when whoever wins their art from Debashree, she'll meet with you and connect into your vibration and your energy and help to build with you your cosmic goddess energy that you're connecting to. But we're all going to make our own and work us through the process in class. So it's going to be really beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there is a very humble resistance to, drawing an aura around your own face, or, seeing yourself reflected as one of these, amazing cosmic mothers. But that is exactly the alchemy. That is the process of the mirror alchemy, is that you go there and you allow yourself to open your heart to those energies and see them reflected in you. And then this is like a a process of me having drawn, say, the Sri Yantra on my mirror, right? So for me, that is the embodiment of 2,816 divine mothers all in one yantra, which is also part of my own self-study. But so this is, and then you have all the constellations are over it. And I have 3 other chakras drawn below it on the full-length mirror. And it's just so exciting. It shows up in many different ways every time you look at it. Um,
Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful.
yeah. And then we have what we're calling the elemental mirror mandalas that we will all create. Like we did in the previous workshop, we had all these infinities that we built for New Earth in nature. This time we're going to co-create what we're referring to as this hall of mirrors, but in nature. So we can use pools of water and then foraged like materials from the forest, leaves, twigs, stones, crystals. And you see how you can have your own reflection in this mirror. And each of us creating these kind of installations are once again opening portals in nature to 5D, right? To embody all these frequencies that we're talking about. So this is another process that we will be undertaking. And
And
then
then
in the hmm?
no, I was
Sorry.
gonna say then it's so much fun at the end because we
Yeah.
get to see what everybody made and then we all connect in the Hall of Mirrors. So yeah, here we are.
And this is the fun part where in the last week we actually dress up in the mirror as your own cosmic, goddess self. And these are frequencies that you will be charging into this hall of mirrors that we are co-creating. So it's a very significant activation in the sense that all of us get to participate to bring this divine 5-dimensional avatar version of ourselves into the mirror and to share it with everybody. So we'll have a little bit of a celebration in the last week, and we'll all enter the Hall of Mirrors together. And I will put all of that together, all of our work together. And yeah, and then we'll share that. So we'll get to see what everyone else came up with. And in the end, we have a list of things that we can all start to prepare now in this week before the workshop begins. And so
we'll send everyone this
send
list.
this out.
Yeah.
It just has details like what kind of mirrors you can work with. Kelly had this beautiful idea of opening and closing the mirror with this special key.
Yeah, I'll show everybody, or maybe we can close the screen. We'll send you guys an email with all the list of what you need for the workshop, but look at my key, like my special magic key to open the mirror. So we're gonna just play and have fun and dress up and be in nature, and we're all gonna do it together and make portraits, and I'm excited. So all right, we're gonna do the drawing because I'm sure people have to get on with their day, but anyone who wants to stay after and has questions about the workshop or the supplies that you need, even though we're gonna email them to you, let us know. And don't forget to register for the Fall Equinox portal opening that's gonna open up the space and receive all this goddess frequency as we move into the workshop. So that's the 22nd on the new moon on the magical 22 day of the fall equinox right after the solar eclipse. So it's a biggie. All right, sounds good. So Casey, do you have what you need to spin a wheel, or how does that work?
I do indeed.
Look
Let
at
us
you.
let us spin the wheel.
All right, let me
Share my screen. All right. Let me see
Whoa.
if I can make this bigger so that we can all see. Is that nice and big for everyone?
Yeah, okay, wait, we gotta say a prayer or something. Hold on.
Everybody say your prayer.
All right, a prayer that whoever really ready to receive this, and that we're all so happy whoever gets it, and we will just celebrate them. Okay. There's no music or anything.
Val.
Oh my God,
Wonderful.
Val, that's amazing. We know Val.
All right.
Yay, fantastic.
Fantastic. Excellent.
All right, congratulations, Val. That's wonderful. Val is a sweetie pie, so that's so nice. We're all sweetie pies, but we're all going to make our own, and Debashree's going to show you how to do it. So we're all going to have our own portrait anyway, but that's so fun. All right, super. Fantastic. All right, Debashree and I are going to stay on if anybody has any questions. If not, go have a beautiful, wonderful week. Stay in the love, the unity. Don't get caught up in the drama in the world. I know the energy is intense right now. Try to stay following your path, your true north, holding a vision of light, and remembering that we are ushering a beautiful new energy in, even in the amidst the massive chaos and distraction and division, that we are as a community choosing love over fear and holding that. All right. If anybody has questions and they want to stay on, feel free to raise your hand. Otherwise, I love you so much. I'll see you on the Wednesday call at 3 o'clock. Sounds good. All right, let's see. Do we have any hands up? Couple hands. All right. Jane, hi.
Hello. Hey, I was just curious. I really love is it Debashree? Am I saying that right? I love her artwork, but I was curious what kind of medium she uses and if we're going to be able to use that in our, workshop here.
Yeah, so I had gone into that with the previous workshop, and I'll do the same here for anyone who's interested. So I use Procreate, I use my iPad to draw everything, and I can share that with whoever
Awesome. Thank you.
needs to understand that.
And
And
then
the analog way to do it,
many of us are going to do it by hand, as
yeah,
well. Yeah.
like a
Okay.
collage. So you just cut up your face and then stick it up in, yeah,
It's
that'll be fun.
Procreate. You said it's called
It's
Procreate.
called Procreate, like procreation,
Yes.
quite apt for what we're doing. And it's on the iPad. Yeah,
Thank
so it's an Apple thing.
Hmm. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Jane. Okay, Katie. Kate.
Yes. Hi. I have some logistical questions for you. I would like to sign up for the monthly membership. And is that, so I started the light codes a little bit late, and I'd like to go back and do like the first two that I missed. Is that available if I sign up for the monthly?
Yeah, as a member, you have access to all the 27 light codes we've already done, all of them from the very beginning. And also any workshop like this, any special event, anything we're doing as a member, you have access to all of that. So the library is enormous, hundreds and hundreds of hours of content. And those first, if you missed a first few light codes, they're in there and they're accessible to you through the membership, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus a
Thank you.
WhatsApp group where you're in a chat with everybody in the membership and people share. It's really sweet.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Kelly.
Welcome.
And thanks, Debashree. I'm really looking forward to this. I've been afraid of mirrors, so we'll
I
work
know we
through
all
that.
are. It'll be good. Thanks, Kate. Okay, Jennifer.
Hi, thank you. I just to clarify, so if we've signed up for the mirror class, do we register separately for the fall activation, the equinox, or is that
No,
included?
it's included. So anyone
Okay,
who registers for the mirror workshop, the Equinox is included, and anyone who's a member, the Equinox is included.
okay, thank you.
All right, Denise.
Hi, you
Hi.
both are so beautiful today, you and Debashree. And I would like to ask, I bought a mirror from Obsidiana in Mexico, and I would like to know if there is any different way to use it, or it's just like any ordinary mirror.
I'm not
Are
clear.
are you referring to a specific kind of mirror? Is it an antique mirror? Like
It's not antique, it's new, but it's from the stone. The
oh, okay, like an obsidian.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
So we're gonna
yes.
go over all of that in the class. And yeah, that has a separate use. And those mirrors are used effectively for scrying, I believe, and there is a whole process. So if you're interested, we can go over that in the workshop. But for the artistic process and the journey that we're undertaking, we're working with the divine feminine and the mothers and our own self-love portraits and all of that. But the information is going to be shared. So the first class is a whole bunch of introductory things about the mirrors across the holographic scales. So all of that will be included
Okay.
as a sharing, yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Hello. I have a question about the when I joined the community, it was the Masterclass 2.0, and then I joined the Galactic White Horse and the Summer Solstice. But this whole time frame, it starts from the spring equinox. And is it worth me going and doing that, even though it's past, of course, to go back in my timeline and do it as if I am in that time?
I mean, if you have the time for that and you would like to do it, for sure. Yeah, because it all strings it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's the
sounds.
missing part, actually. So when I just look at the picture of the whole sequence right up until the actual birthing, that's the one part that I haven't done. So
Yeah, and all that's in your memberships. You can go back at any time and review it. Yeah.
okay, perfect. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Deidre?
Yeah, hi. Thanks so much. This is a very basic question, but maybe I missed an email or something. But what is the format of the the mirror class? It's like 3 days a week, or I
Oh,
don't
God.
know how it's actually working.
Good point. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 9 to for 3 weeks. And if you miss a class, you can't make it live. There's always a replay. And the first Monday is actually an activation because it's the actual equinox. And then, so Monday the 22nd is an activation. The 23rd and 24th is teachings with Debashree. Then Thursday is always integration with Casey. And then there's 2 more weeks after that. So it's a lot of material, and we have a lot of fun together. But like I say, if you can't get on live, I'd say only a quarter of the people end up being able to make it live. They do the replay, and then most people get in the beginning and the very end for all the activations. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And are you doing activations each Monday, or is it just that Monday?
That Monday I'll do one. Probably channeling will slip in here and there depending on when we need it, and then most likely at the end as well. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, both of you. Really appreciate you both.
Of course. Thanks so much. Good to see you. Okay. Joanna.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm so glad to be here and so excited about this. And so interested in how Debashree makes her beautiful art. But I have a clarification question. If I am a member, do I still need to register for the okay, got it.
No, all included. If you are a member, you get everything all the time. It's all included,
It's
always.
so amazing. What you're doing is just mind-blowing. And I've been on my path nearly 50 years. So it's like you're pulling all the wonderful, juicy energy beyond what I have experienced. And it all starting to make so much sense. So thank you. Thank
Oh,
you very much.
thanks for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Is it Angelica?
Hi. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, I have a question. I just joined the membership because I have a feeling, which I'm pretty sure about. I supposed to join the Ascension line and be on the first wave to. I have something to do, but then I discovered your membership and you had this Ascension line codes, and I didn't realize that they had so many hours to go through. And I feel like I just started my first, and I'm trying to. It feels like I'll be finished in 1 year with all the hours going
Oh,
there.
no, it's okay. You don't have to do all of them. Sometimes you just like close your eyes and tune in. If you go into a code, there may be one activation you deeply need or the
Okay.
final one. And I, for some reason, feel like you should do the Ascension timeline like code. Why,
Yes.
why don't you do that now and just focus
Oh,
on, not worry about anything else. And then we'll see you in the workshop and in the rest of the year. But don't overwhelm yourself with too much light codes at once. Just
sorry, I'm sorry. I started on the Earth Star, which Jennifer told me,
yeah.
and then I also in same time I'm going through the pineal gland
Mhm.
uh, to
Yeah.
open it, and then you say Ascension timeline. This is the
Mhm.
third one I'm supposed to concentrate on.
Yeah. But just
Okay.
stay in the moment. Whatever one you're working on, just enjoy it. And don't worry about all the ones you have to do because it'll be
Okay.
over.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Are we good? All right. So we'll send out a list. Oh, Sally, go ahead.
Mm.
You're muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Thank you, the two of you. I'm so excited. So, this is kind of a technical question. Do we need glue to go ahead and put on our mirrors or whatever format we're using to put the the glitter that they're getting, the mylar, all the other materials. I'm wondering. I just want to be very prepared.
Maybe you can use glue dots and not glue so you don't mess up the mirror. If
Okay,
you
so
want the decals to remain permanently and you want to preserve the mirror as a remembrance to the artwork that you've created, then by all means you can use a clear acrylic glue,
yeah,
or you can use glue tack and just stick things up and then take them down and clean up the mirror when you're done.
glue
So,
tack.
yeah, like just tacks, those things that you can tack something on and then take it off.
Okay. All right.
It really depends on what you want to do. But
Right.
we go into all of that in, huh?
I'm not sure what I want to do because I don't know. So, but excited.
What I mean is, if you want to keep the mirror the way it is after the workshop,
right,
then by all means, yes, use glue.
Yeah, I'm not sure, so I'll be just open to which way to go.
So we'll
but-
help you whichever way you are called to working with the
Right.
mirror.
Right. And Kelly, I really want to thank you. When I was going through the transmission of the rays, and you were mentioning about setting up an altar, and I was totally unprepared for that. But the one sentence that you said that really works for me is when you said, well, don't set up another constraint by trying to gather everything. And then when you were just speaking now to Angelica, how you reinforce that. So I really appreciate that.
Oh, good. Yeah. No stress.
Right.
We're not-
No stress. Right.
No stress. This is just an unfolding of creativity, however it shows up. Yeah.
How beautiful. Thank you.
All right. Lola.
Hello. I have a mirror that belonged to my grandmother, and then it belonged to my mother, and now it belongs to me. And I was thinking of using that, but I'm wondering if it has too much karma in it. Should I use something that is fresh and just mine?
I think that is something you can tune into. Mirrors apparently remember everything they see and reflect. And so if you want to use the wisdom of your own lineage, by all means use that mirror. I don't think there is anything to be afraid of, because mirrors in and of themselves can't create karma. They can't do anything. They can just reflect back to you what it is that you want the experience to be.
All right, thank you.
They can, yeah, but you can work with the information that's in the mirror.
Okay, thank you.
Unless, Kelly, you have something else to say.
No, feel into it, Plus, who knows, maybe ancestors might show up and support you in their process or integrate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
All right, super. I can't see here. Is it Anne? My eyes. Or Amy?
Arne.
Oh, sorry.
Arne. No, it's all good. All right. I hear all the women are like all excited about it. I am freaking terrified. I feel like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, something amazing to face, right? Because it's all just a reflection. And when we can really look in the mirror, even if we're afraid of what we might see, that helps us to come back into wholeness and to integrate, which is what we're being asked to do right now.
Yeah, it doesn't just feel like my own, which is weird. So even me to raise my hand, I couldn't find how to do it. And I'm like, how come everybody's so excited? I'm like, I'm going to hide, but I'm going to do it.
Good for you. Good for you.
So this is, yeah, I appreciate you all.
Thank you for your vulnerability.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll be right here with you.
On Monday. And I'm a 22. I was born, my number is 22.
Oh, wow. Well, it's probably a super potent and important thing then.
Oh
Amazing.
my God, Cal. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'm going to
We'll
go
see what
search for
unfolds.
my mirror. I appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Debashree, Kelly, and all you women in the chat.
Mhm. Thanks for bringing that up. I know many people are feeling the same. Right, Wendy.
Hi, greetings from California, and so many thanks. Kelly, I stumbled upon you a few months ago, and I've been just soaking it all up on YouTube. And so I'm very new, and I would like to join this group. So I guess I just go to your website and sign up for the monthly. Is that right?
Yeah, I think the monthly is your best bet, and then you have all the like code, you have everything. And if you just want to do the workshop, you can do that too. But I would encourage you to do that because then we're going into the sacred holy womb and the divine feminine and Mary Magdalene and then the birthing. So we have a lot going on between now and the end of the year.
Okay, great. So just by going to your website and signing up for the monthly, then I can join the workshop.
You're automatically in
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, great. Thanks. And also it was funny because I woke up at like a little before 6 this morning, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't check my phone, but I did. And I saw your email for this and I clicked in. So it was kind of like, wow, I think I'm supposed to be here. So thank you all. Debashree, I love your art, and I love the slides were incredibly beautiful. So thank you both. I'm really excited about this.
Thank you. We're
Yeah.
happy to have you in our community.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, I think that's it for the hands. So have a great week. We'll see you on the equinox. See you Wednesday for the free call. If you have any further questions, you can email customer support. And congratulations to our winner, Val, who gets artwork.
Yes.
Yay. All right. Thank you, Debashree.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
everybody.
much.
All right. Bye.